Welcome back. Customer service is a key area that helps contribute towards repeat clientele. It's a sector that is often the subject of much debate in the UAE, with issues such as a high turnover rate, as well as a diverse range of customers to cater to. To discuss how best companies can improve their customer service, Katie Jensen earlier met with Hazel Jackson, co-founder and chief executive of corporate training company Biz-ability.
So Hazel, welcome to the show. Thank you for speaking with us today.
Thanks, Katie, for inviting me.
Our pleasure. So tell me, how challenging is it in the Middle East to provide high levels of customer satisfaction across all sectors? Can you keep everyone happy?
I think it's a very diverse environment. We've all got a gauge in our brains. We've kind of like got a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low service, 10 being high. But all of us are different. So it's very hard for companies anywhere in the world, but particularly here, to satisfy everyone. What might be a 10 for you might only be a 5 for me.
Absolutely. What kind of tools do companies have in place to gauge customer satisfaction?
I think there's a lot of surveys, and you'll find a lot of people are asking for customer feedback. But I think the general best gauge for you is, are your customers coming back? And I'm not convinced that most organisations in this region are measuring effectively repeat customers and happy customers.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the problem I think in this region is that there can be a monopoly for some companies. So obviously, if they are getting the customers back, perhaps it's simply because there's no other competition that's allowed. Do you think that's sort of taken into consideration as well?
I think so. I think it's also changing. I've been here 17 years, and
you're an expert here.
17 years ago, we had even less choice. I mean, now you've got a number of different companies that you can go to. There's a lot more international brands and even local suppliers that have started. So I think you've got more choice, but I do think it's difficult with some of the core products that you can only buy from one supplier. And, I think if that changes over time, people will vote with their feet.
Could see a more positive response there.
Yeah.
Are there any specific sectors that you think are lagging in terms of customer service in this country?
I think if you've made that decision and your service is provided online, where I think some of the banks have got that great and others are still lacking behind, and if you can at least speak to a person. I think my pet hate in this region is the automated attendant, where you ring up and it says press 1 for this and 3 for that and 5 for this, and then you go back round and loop again trying to find something. And they never seem to say, press 0 for the operator, it no longer exists. So I think as long as you can speak to somebody, whether it's face-to-face or not, that's probably the area that's most lacking for me.
So are there any easy solutions when it comes to achieving a high level of customer satisfaction? Quite a diverse population here, a number of nationalities, not easy to cater to all of them.
First of all, I think it's a combination. I think bashing something with a bag of money does not necessarily make it better service. At the same time, you need to reward people appropriately. So maybe performance-related pay would be better than just a flat salary, and then give them the training in order to be able to deliver that service. I do think things have improved over time, and people are perhaps more fairly rewarded, but there's still a long way to go from that perspective in rewarding people appropriately.
So what kind of training do employees in the customer service area usually go through before they start working?
I think one of the key things is to hire the right people.
Yep.
So if you hire somebody that has an interest in people, that is genuinely curious about the product that they're selling and the customers that they're looking after, and has the confidence to have a conversation, then training becomes easier. And really you should be sharpening their skills, you should be polishing them on product knowledge, you should be making sure that they can have the right conversations with people. But training's only one tool. I think management development, so that store managers, service managers treat their staff well, motivate, coach, provide ongoing support is crucial. And then connecting them to the overall organisation. Why am I selling or serving what I'm serving? If you don't do that, everything else kind of like just doesn't really gel.
Absolutely, you've got to start from the beginning and work from
Absolutely.
there. Now obviously it's quite a diverse population here. We've got so many different nationalities, and obviously that goes hand in hand with different cultural sensitivities, different wants and needs. Do companies have in place the structures involved to be able to cater to all of these?
If they don't, they should. I mean, I know a number of companies and we've worked with them to help create segmentation of their market. Okay, so what are the different customers that are going to come in and get this service? I don't know about you, but I also prefer being left alone when I'm shopping. Other cultures like to be followed around. So not only must they segment the customers, they must also identify perhaps different styles for different cookie cutter everybody. It can't always be the same, but at least it's a guide for the customer service staff.
Definitely a very interesting topic today. Hopefully it's something that is improving in this region particularly.
I believe it is. I think it's getting better. Certainly from 17 years ago, I've seen a lot of difference.
Definitely on the up since there. Well, Hazel, thank you for stopping by today and joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this edition of Inside Business. You can contact us by writing to ib@city7tv.com. Of course, you can also view our previous shows online at YouTube. Just search for Inside Business 01. For now, from all of us on the business desk, goodbye and thanks for watching.